Alright, welcome back. We are at another job. We got a really busy day today. We've got this small bathroom ceiling which we're going to show you. We're going to smash it out right now. It's just a 1.8 meter by just over 3 meter ceiling, so it's 3 sheets wide, 2 joints in it. So we're going to try and speed that up and sand it today, hopefully, or we'll just leave it and James will paint, will sand and paint it. And then we're going out to Gundawindi. Now that is a 4 hours drive, and we have a job to do out there as well. And then yeah, it's going to be a busy day, so let's get this ceiling up. The boys have already stripped it down. I went to Bunnings and I picked everything we needed up. The sheets and the cornice. I can fit 3.6 meter cornice diagonal in here, so that's really handy. I also got a Mercedes Sprinter on the way. You'll be able to fit, I think, 4.4 or 4.6 load compartment in the back, and it's a super high roof, extra long wheelbase in black, coming in 1 year, exactly March 2024. So that will be good. Let's get into it right now. Got my tool belt. The sheet's pretty much ready to put up. It's very simple. Boys, chip the cornice and rip it down, and the sheets can go straight back up. And then we're going to mix up. We're going to do the 2 joints. We're going to measure cornice before we mix up. We're going to have the cornice ready, and we're going to do it all in cornice cement. Then we're going to get the fan in there to dry it, and then we're going to top it, and then we're going to drive 4 hours to the next job. And you can come with us on the adventure. We're going to Gundawindi. I actually had a video there. I flew there and went to the horse races. I don't know if anyone's seen it. That was fun. Alright, so we're going to need a few things. Screw gun. Eugene's getting some 32mm screws. The board is 13mm. In Australia we have 13mm and 10mm thicknesses. The collated gun is in there. That's it. We'll get it fixed and then we'll start the setting process.
You're looking at me.
He can really pull a tape measure, this guy.
700.
What's the overall?
I've got 700.
Yeah, this is called Adhesive. It's specially designed kind of glue. Sticks to timber, plasterboard, and metal.
The first one. The first one's here.
Oh, okay, it's not fully?
I'm keeping the recess out of the shower.
Okay.
So about there.
Yeah, in Australia we use glue because it's not fire rated as you'd expect in some other countries. And in fire rated applications you don't use glue because that can melt and, you know, disturb the structure of the wall, the integrity of the wall. So you don't use glue outside. You don't use glue in fire rated applications. You don't use glue when there's going to be tiles put on the wall. Alright, hot tip. So that's ready to go up. Normally you do screw, glue, screw, glue, screw. Yeah, this is an 800 sheet, but normally that's the pattern. It used to be screw, glue, 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 screw, and 1 screw in the middle, 1 screw on the outside. But now we have an extra screw. Yeah, so it's changed up a little bit. And if you have 3 or more joints, so that would be 4 sheets wide in one ceiling, you have to back block, which means in between the sheet you put a piece of plasterboard, pretty much the whole gap. Of this joist, and it goes behind both of the back of the recesses, and it keeps them straight, keeps them firmer, like doubles the thickness. Because here normally the ceilings are like 10mm thick, and they can get pretty wavy. All right, and yeah, so we just have to keep chipping corners. See how we've started chipping corners there? We have to go like that the whole way around, and if it's really bad, we have to skim it just so it's a smooth surface again. Before you start as well, make sure you got all your screws out. One. Make sure nothing's in the way. Eugene's bringing that in right now. About this as well, it doesn't have to be tight, like it's not square set. It's got corners going around it. This is 90mm corner, so it's like 90mm across, 90mm down. So you can see how big this gap was. This house was built about 20 years ago.
No, longer.
You reckon longer?
1980, I think he said.
Did he? Well, it'll probably say it on the back of the plasterboard that we just pulled down. Is it gal plats?
Gal plats in the ceiling.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready for that?
Wait a minute.
This is the type of job that we love. Actually, no, we prefer probably garages, because then you don't have to go that deep in someone's house.
Territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And flooring.
And more meters and flooring.
Cleaning.
Yeah.
The whole package. Thank you.
Oh yeah, bedrooms are good as well. Currently we can only carry 3-meter sheets. You good? See, he's marked the timber there. When you put it up, you can't see it. So he's marked that. And then we're just going to put one in the middle. We've got glue there. We've got glue there. So we put one there, one there, one there.
I'm going to leave that for you. I'll take it next one.
And if a screw doesn't go in all the way, make sure it's nipped up. So you run your blade over it. It's what they call a clicker. How huge?
I don't know.
He knows. And if you are doing a renovation and you're in Australia, use the thicker board. Get the thicker board. It's much better. Much better.
I'm out.
Yep, beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, this is as easy as it gets. I'll show you how hard it is to chip this cornice line while we're waiting. You can see it's rough. We're gonna actually have to nip that up. See how it's moving around? You don't really want that. That doesn't really go through it. It's right on the corner of the top plate, and that nail, they can come loose, those nails. Anyway, put one over there. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it right on the edge. I just go like this. Use kind of 2 hands on a 6-inch. That's good. Got to get it nice and flat. You can even sand that afterwards. So that edge, you got to reset that edge. So when you're scraping corner line, it's nice and clean. So when the painter goes and cuts in the wall as well, you get a nice edge and it's not all over the place. Next, the cab off the rank.
Shoot that to me. Position.
Yep. You want to make sure, hang this review. You want to make sure when you put the sheets up before you start screwing that this recess joint is tight. Okay. You want to make sure it's tight. And this is something you really have to learn to be able to go down like that and find your timber. And you just get better at that through experience. But I still miss all the time.
I'll miss you too.
I'll miss you, Beauty. Just want to make sure everything's under. That's a little bit off, so just get your screwdriver, just give it a twist, and that'll be under. These ones are sticking out a little bit. You want it just under the paper, but too far, and it'll bust through the paper, and you don't want that. Alright, we're going to glue this up. Alright, we're halfway to our next job in Gundawindi. We've driven about 2 hours.